the Jesuit Blue Jays and your Cinema Gators. And now for the starting lineups. First for the visiting Blue Jays. Leading off playing shortstop, number 1, Colin Luke. Batting second, third baseman, number 2, Giovanni Lasciardi. Batting third, catcher, number 4, Zach Casabon. Batting fourth, left fielder, number 7, Trip Haddad. Batting fifth, first baseman, number 24, Holden Hess. Batting sixth, right fielder, number 9, Joel Terry. Batting seventh, designated hitter, number 17, Luke Brandow. Batting eighth, second baseman, number 3, Cameron DeRoche. Batting ninth, center fielder, number 11, Hayden Morris. And starting on the mound for the Blue Jays, number 21, Sean Cashman. And the rest of the Jesuit Blue Jays. And ladies and gentlemen, at this time we ask that you please rise and remove your caps for the playing of our national anthem.
Good morning, Gators. Gators fixing to take on Jesuit Blue Jays.
Leading off this inning for the Blue Jays, shortstop number 1, Colin Luke.
It's actually one.
So first pitch, here we go. Top of the first, just getting underway. First pitch from Planche upstairs, ball 1. Ball 2 inside. Ball 3 inside. The leadoff hitter for Jesuit, 3-0 count. Ball 4, he walked him on 4 straight. So the leadoff hunter number 1 gets on board.
Now batting third baseman number 2, Giovanni Lasciardi.
Leadoff walk here in the top of the first. Runner on first, nobody out. And call strike 1.
They play their football and soccer games on the baseball field. Yeah. He's about to steal. Nice.
Throw back to first, not in time. Runner back in safely.
Picking up on their sides.
Already.
No balls, 1 strike, nobody out. Runner on first. And that ball's high and tight. It's going to even the count at 1-1. Just getting underway here. Lead off walk. This is a 2-hole hitter for Jesuit. And that ball's hit in the right center field. Day gives chase. Camps under it, makes the play for out number 1 of the inning.
Now batting catcher number 4, Zach Casaban.
1 on, 1 out, top of the first. Cameron Planche on the mound for the Gators. Ball 1 to the 3-hole hitter for the Blue Jays.
Played Notre Dame.
Yeah, you told me that in the 6th inning they were tied at 6 and Sam was crying, so
It's a big one.
I know.
Call strike 1. That'll even the count at 1-1 with 1 out and 1 on. Here in the top of the first. Ball 2. 2 balls, 1 strike. And the 2-1 pitch from Planche. That ball's fouled back out of play. That'll even the count at 2-2. 1 out, 1 on here in the top of the first. The 3-hole hitter for the Jesuit Blue Jays. Back to first, not in time. Back in safely.
Blue Jays.
That ball's hit to second baseman. Oh, he gets through. The runner will have to hold up at second base. Poirier comes up with it. So now it's 2 on with 1 out.
Now batting left fielder number 7, Trip Haddad.
For the cleanup hitter number 7
You know,
for Jesuit here in the top of the first.
Mason Katz.
Oh,
Mm-hmm.
bro, you know who else I thought of that played for LSU that went to Brother Martin? Greg Dyman.
Mm-hmm.
Trey Morgan and Greg Dyman.
Yeah.
Swing and a miss on the curveball from Cameron Planche. 0-1, 1 out, 2 on. Runners at first and second.
Anytime Mason Katz.
Here in the top of the first.
His dad.
Jesuit with a runner in scoring
Somebody
position.
in stands and I would say, they'd yell out Blue Jay every time.
Cameron fakes the runner back to second.
He's with the Cardinals right now. No,
Yeah.
Houston.
Ground ball to third. Over to second in time for one, not in time for two. And that ball's going to get by Slade, and the run's going to score. On the error by the second baseman.
Now batting first baseman number 24, Holden Hess.
So now 2 outs, nobody on. 2 outs, 1 on. Runner at first is on with a fielder's choice, and the error allowed him to run the score. Be 2 outs, 1 on here in the top of the first. Jesuit up 1-0.
We just took too long.
I think he hesitated to tag him.
Keeps it.
I would have been better off to just tag him.
And that ball's hit right on the line to the second baseman to retire the side. They get 1 run on 1 hit, 1 error, and 1 left. We go to the bottom of the first. Gators down 1-0.
Should be 0-0.
Again.
That happened last night too.
Yes, it did.
They gave up too many unearned runs. It's still high this
I know.
The score last night shouldn't have even been that close. It should have been 1-4.
Yeah.
Because we went into the sixth.
Yeah, I was going to say, you know how many runners we left on too? Especially in scoring position.
Yeah. Well, we went into the 6th inning with 1 earned run with 1 hit, and then they gave up 2 errors, and then that's how they scored their 3 runs. Because if they wouldn't have gave up those errors, then they probably wouldn't have gave up the home run. But props to that guy that hit it over. The dude was doing everything he could do, pitching and hitting.
Yeah, he was.
He was pissed.
Oh my gosh, he was.
Yep.
No, what about him?
So it'll be Amade, Zephyr, and Denton to start it off for the Gators here in the bottom of the first.
In the dugout, Bobby just looks at me and he's like,
Turn it off.
I was like, you still have that one there.
Yeah. He helped us get the dub last night. Why did they get mad about that? Did they get like mad about that?
All right, here we go. Amade to lead it off for the Gators here in the bottom half of the first inning.
25 lead, Amade.
Let's go, please. I didn't even get to see this guy pitch. Is he choking? No.
That was a start for the first game.
Leash swung on first pitch?
Swing and a miss on the first pitch. Swing and a miss again. 0-2 count on the leadoff hitter for the Gators in the bottom of the first. Down 1-0. 0-2 count. Ball outside.
They can't let this one get out of hand.
No balls. 1 ball, 2 strikes. The leadoff hitter for Gators in the bottom of the first. That ball's downstairs. That'll run the count even at 2-2.
We're trying to fix that thing exactly. Stand on this.
Ball downstairs. That'll run the count full.
This is big. Actually, this is a broken ball. This is a big at bat right here. I'll say this. I'm gonna say change up.
It's just a fan.
That ball's hit to the second baseman. High chopper. Over the first in time to retire Amade for the first out at the bottom of the first. That's going to bring up Slade Zephyr to the plate for the Gators.
Slade Zephyr.
Ball downstairs. First pitch to Zephyr. Ball out. Oh, call strike one on ball 2. That'll even the count at 1-1. Senior first baseman Slade Zephyr. That ball is upstairs. 2-1. 2 balls, 1 strike.
That's both the letters. I wouldn't have sorted that though, because I would have got J.
2 balls, 1 strike. Call strike 2 on the outer half.
I'd sit outside.
Yeah, that ball's off the plate. 2 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. And he hits him.
Good.
I'll take that.
So Slade Zephyr going to reach on a hit by pitch. That's going to bring up number 6, Josh Denton.
Number 6, Josh Denton.
1 on, 1 out. Bottom of the first. Denton at the plate for the Gators. Zephyr down at first base after being hit by a pitch. That ball is downstairs, ball 1. Throw back to first, not in time. Zephyr gets back.
Just give it good defense.
Good defense and give me a
Second base. Taking advantage of opportunity.
If they could do that, they will blow this team out.
And a 1-0 to Denton. It's bunt down the line. It's a great bunt. Nobody. Oh, what a play by the. And he's safe, and nobody's covering third. And Slade's going to move down to third base. Beautiful bunt by Denton. A bunt single. And heads up base running by Zephyr over there at second base to get down to third with nobody covering. That's runners at the corners with Abear at the plate
That was a
for the
good
Gators.
because you know he's coming in for that ball. Yeah. Let's go ahead and send him third. Great.
Let's go back.
So first and third, 1 out. Gators threatening here in the bottom of the first. Abear at the plate.
Personally, I thought he was out.
Are they really about to check if he was out?
You know, there's no big deal.
Yeah, I know. Obviously.
That was a really close play at first base, folks.
Bang, bang.
It could have went either way.
I wish you would have overthrew him. I would do it again. Shit. Well, I don't know, bro. You have your 4-hole up right now.
So the first pitch to Abear with runners at the corners. Denton over at first. Zephyr at third. Denton back in safely on the attempted pickoff.
Yeah. Fly balls out.
Again, he throws back over there.
Unless the second baseman stays right there. A little shot right there. That's what I'm thinking. Opposite field right here.
Wait for the ball.
And he swings at it. Strike 1. Strike 1 bunt attempt.
Just take a squeeze off of it. It's not expected.
Still Slade and Bond.
Another throw back over there at first base. This time was a little bit closer.
Remember we did that junior year against H.O. Bruges in the playoffs?
No balls, 1 strike. Runners at the corners.
To end the game.
In the bottom of the first, Gators trying to push a run across and tie this thing up. And that ball is upstairs to even the count at 1-1.
One's all over the board. Almost.
Yep. 1's all over the board. 1 out, 1 ball, 1 strike, 1 out. Bottom of the first. And they throw at Denton again, and they're getting really close over there.
Do not get picked. That is not true.
And the 1-1 to the plate. Ball 2.
He's been calling.
He's been calling that a strike for the past 5 or 6 pitches. Denton at first, Zephyr at third, Aber at the plate. 2 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. The 3-1, he throws back to
He's safe.
Oh, okay.
He dropped it.
Denton was almost picked off.
Dude, Josh is scaring me.
First base dropped the baseball, or he was umpire was ringing him up.
Oh, yeah, I just saw it. Here's nice. He said, bro.
So 3 balls, 1 strike, 1 out. Runners at the corners,
Josh, you need to chill, bro.
and that ball's fouled back. That'll run the count full. I believe we swung that ball full right there.
Josh needs
Full
to-
count, runners at the corners. Jesuit up 1-0. Gators batting in the bottom of the first inning.
We get almost be great about it.
So the 3-2,
Nice.
foul back out of play.
He's fighting right now.
It's a good guy there. That was gonna be right.
Yeah. Just draw. If you draw a wall, that's big. That is major.
Ball 4, and that's going to load them up for number 20, Braden Kerger.
Let's go, Brady.
So bases loaded, 1 out. We got a visit to the mound.
Little pitch runner at first.
Also, we have a courtesy runner, Noah Luke,
No Luke.
Yeah.
for the catcher, Abear.
Oh, that's not the second.
Yeah.
Courtesy runner at first base for the Gators. Number 17, Noah Luke.
I don't know. Big base hit right here.
Gap would be nice.
The gap shot is 3. The gap shot is 3 runs.
Yeah, we low.
No, Luke and roll.
Now batting number 20.
All right, bases juice. Kerger at the plate for the Gators. We down 1-0 here in the bottom of the first. We have 1 out. So after the meeting on the mound, Braden Kerger will step in, looking to get the Gators on the board. Pitcher steps off. Pitcher winds, first pitch to Kerger. That ball's hit in the right field. That's going to be deep enough to score a run.
Good.
Zephyr tags at third base, throws cut off. Denton tags at second, moves over to third. That's going to tie the game. Noah stays put at first base. So now we have runners on the corners for Blake LaBeouf. Senior left fielder, Blake LaBeouf. LaBeouf stands in with 2 outs. A run across. Ties the ball game at 1. On a sac fly by Braden Kerger, another throw down to first base, and they called him out. I think the umpire was just wanting to call somebody out over there at first, because he wasn't out on that one. All right, the Gators lead 1.
Please remember to maintain social distancing and per Ascension Parish
1 run on 1 hit
policy.
and 1
Masks
left.
will be worn for the entirety of the game.
We go to the top of the second inning. Score is tied 1-1.
Oh yeah, that's it. Oh, what is that? That's that Tyler shit, bro.
All right, throw goes down to second. Cameron Planche out for his second inning of work. Now in a tie game as we start the top of the second inning.
There we go.
Leading off this inning for the Blue Jays, right fielder number 9, Joel Terry.
Planche, opening pitch, ball 1, downstairs and outside. All right, the 1-0 to the leadoff hitter in the top of the second. That ball's fouled back out of play. One ball, one strike to the leadoff hitter here in the top of the second inning, and that curveball was filthy. The 2 ball, 1 strike, 3-1. Call, strike 2. And he's been calling that outside strike for 2 innings now. It's swing and a miss. And Cameron strikes
Now
out the
batting
leadoff
designated
hitter
number 17, Luke Brandow.
for the Blue Jays.
Time of the high pass balls.
1 out, top of the second inning.
Is Samuel the last game of it?
Call, strike 1.
Like, probably plays somewhere else after this. But Samuel plays North Shore.
Are they like the last game here?
And that ball's hit in the center field.
Good.
Poirier over, Camps under, makes the play for the second out of the inning. 2 down here in the top of the second inning.
Now batting second base number 3, Cameron DeRoche.
Two outs, top of the second.
Just stay locked in.
Score tied at 1. And that ball's grounded to third base. And it's foul.
It doesn't matter if he did it.
Just play scrappy baseball. Just hold still, do whatever that dude
Play
does.
small ball if he punches it.
Yeah, you. So 0-1 count. 2 outs here in the top of the second. Planche with the 0-1. Curveball over for strike 2.
I think they do a lot of that.
That's almost unhittable.
I know. That's what Braden was doing last night.
Swing and a miss. Strike 3, and that retires the side. So the Blue Jays go up and down in order in the top of the second. Move to the bottom of the second. Score tied 1-1.
They got some good young pitching. Yeah, y'all got some good young pitching. That's good for next year. Oh, Dallas too. Oh wow. Yeah, that's right. What does Braden throw? Like, what is his arsenal? Like, does he have his fastball? Yeah, I saw him use his two-seam. That was nice. His two-seam and his breaking ball. The two-seam would be crucial, like against like big schools, like shoot like Moore,
Yeah.
because they like to crowd the plate. And when you throw a two-seam up like inside, you can't do nothing with that besides ground out to first or second.
All right, Blake LaBeouf, who was at the plate when we got picked off, is going to lead it off here in the bottom of the second for the Gators.
Now batting number 3,
It's all good.
So LaBeouf here to lead it off in the bottom of the first. Tie score. And swing and a miss on the first pitch. 0-1 count. That ball's fouled out of play. Church Point grabs another one. That ball's hit in the gap.
It's an out though.
And the left fielder comes over and makes a good play on it to retire LaBeouf for the first out here in the bottom, second inning.
Yeah, if it wasn't
It's gonna bring up number 10, center fielder Cole Poirier to the plate.
Either that or he has range.
Cole Poirier with a game-winning RBI last night
for that one too.
as the Gators beat Hornbill 4-3.
That was a good swing.
In the bottom of the seventh, ground ball to second base. Second baseman over makes a play to retire Poirier for the second out of the inning.
It's too big.
Now batting number 9, Evan Bourgeois.
So senior shortstop Evan Bourgeois with 2 outs here in the bottom of the second.
It's never too late to start something.
And that ball's hit into right field. Second baseman going back, right fielder coming in, makes the play to retire the side. So the Gators go up and down in order here in the bottom of the second.
Ladies and gentlemen, please remember
Go to the
to
top of the
maintain
third.
social distancing in person.
Score tied,
School
1-1.
Policy. Masks should be worn for the entirety of the game.
They're all full blast.
All right, Paunch out for his third inning of
Leading off
work.
this inning for the Blue Jays.
As
center
we start
fielder
the top of the
11,
third,
Hayden
tied to
Morris.
1-1. And that ball's popped up. Denton under it, makes the play to retire the first batter here in the top of the third for the Gators.
Now batting shortstop number 1, Colin Luke.
One out, top of the third, score tied 1-1. Paunch deals, base hit to right field. On the first pitch of the
Now
at bat.
batting third base number 2, Giovanni Lasciardi.
I think top half looks better.
So 1 on, 1 out, top of the third, score tied at 1. Throw over to first, not in time.
I can imagine this guy's pretty fast at first.
And that ball's popped up in the
Get there.
right field. That's a long run for Day, but he makes the play.
Let it get there, man. Let it run that.
So that's 2 outs here in the top of the third inning.
Now
1 man
batting
on.
catcher number 4, Zach Casaban.
Bro, they should have scheduled this one like prime time. Not 10 anymore.
I know. It's the worst time.
Yeah. It's huge. Look at these cats.
Look at this Lester.
It's messed up.
2 outs, 1 on, top of the third.
Absolutely.
Call a strike. You got to call that a strike every time, Blue. So ball 1.
I hope they're on this. This dude looks like he could take this thing to the softball field. To be honest. I mean, it only
1 ball, no strikes. 1 on, 2 outs. Top of the 3rd. Score tied at 1. That ball's fouled back. That's gonna run the count even at 1-1.
Take them off.
1 ball, 1 strike, 2 outs, and the pick played back in time.
That doesn't this one. That's what I said.
see if I can. He's still going. I think he's still alive. So let's see.
A 1-1 pitch. Pick off again. Runner back safely.
I think he's still going. Oh, nice.
Oh,
You gotta call that.
that was a pretty pitch as well. 2 balls, 1 strike, 2 outs. Runner at first.
That's a good catch.
Top of the 3rd inning. Score tied at 1.
That had to be low.
We're outside.
Punch steps off.
Yeah, so.
I wrote on the right.
Yeah.
I thought I caught some.
The 2-1 pitch. All right, we move to the bottom of the 3rd. Scheduled up for the Gators here is Day, Amadei, and Zephyr. We go 9-1-2.
Now to play number 7, Aaron Day.
So a tie ball game right here. Starting off the bottom of the 3rd. Day's going to lead it off for the Gators. All right, first pitch today. That ball's grounded foul.
Could have been any worse time.
So 0-1 to count. Day leading off here in the bottom of the 3rd for the Gators. Score tied 1-1. Call strike 2.
That was a good catch. That's a good catch.
No balls, 2 strikes.
Position, no call strike last time.
That's a ball outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
That would have been a strike on the other half.
Absolutely. 1 ball, 2 strikes. No out. Leading off here in the bottom of the 3rd. That ball is foul.
It's a double.
got awesome pitches.
And the 1-2 is high, ball 2. That'll even the count. 2-2. Nobody out. Just getting underway here in the bottom of the third. Score tied 1-1. And that ball's downstairs for ball 3. So Day has worked back from a 0-2 to a full count. Three balls, 2 strikes, no outs. Day at the plate. That ball's foul. Fouled into the bullpen, and it finds the dirt.
He's lucky. He just didn't know where the ball was at, so he was looking.
And the left fielder was over the fence and lost his glove.
Yes, that's what he was afraid about too. Got nothing to run in that line, so they know where the fence is at.
Yeah. And he got he need to make some of that grass. Shoot, just make the whole.
So we'll do the 3-2 count again.
I know, that's what they
The
need.
payoff pitch today. Downstairs, ball 4, so Day draws a leadoff walk. It's going to bring Lee Amade to the plate, the leadoff hitter for the Gators.
Batting 75, Lee Amade.
Especially in games.
Yeah.
One on, nobody out. Bottom of the third, Amade at the plate. Day on at first base. And that ball is inside.
He's aware of that, dude.
We've already learned this pitcher has a pretty good move and this catcher has a cannon for an arm. You gotta be safe on the bases. The 1-0 pitch to Amade. Ball inside. 2-0. 2 balls, no strikes, 1 on. Bottom of the third. Score tied at 1. That ball's hit into left field. Fly ball into left field. Left field over, makes the play. Day retreats back to first base. And that's going to bring senior first baseman Slade Zephyr to the plate. So 1 on, 1 out, bottom of the third. Ball downstairs. Day retreats, goes to second base, and he is out.
There's a ball there.
Yeah,
So that's the second out of the inning.
that's bad baseball.
Yeah.
And like I said earlier, this catcher's got a cannon. So now 2 outs, 1 ball, no strike. Call strike 1. 1-1. 2 outs. Bottom of the third, nobody on. That ball is hit out of play. Over the dugout on the right side. That's going to bring the count to 1-2 on Zephyr. And that ball's foul, out of play,
Yeah.
and Church Point grabs another one. That ball's foul straight back.
Nice.
That'll keep the count at 1-2. Foul to the left side. So Zephyr hanging tough right here, fighting off a bunch of pitches. One ball, 2 strike, bottom of the third, 2 outs, nobody on. Score tied at 1. That ball's fouled out of play as well. And we're running out of baseballs, people.
First baseman looks like he's about to go pro.
Catcher's about to go. That catcher has to have some walkers.
Got a cannon. Definitely looks like he's got a bat.
The 1-2 again. And that ball's fouled out of play as well.
Dude, if he can get on, that'd be impressive.
Oh my god.
This is a good at bat already.
Yeah.
It's about a 9-pitch at bat.
They put a lot of pitches on him.
Yeah. I would say his pitch count right now is over 60.
1 ball, 2 strikes.
Over 50. Over 50.
I'll take him out. It's,
Oh, and a swing and a miss. That's going to retire the side. So the Gators get no runs on no hits. And no one left. We go to the top of the 4th inning.
Please remember to maintain social
Score tied at
distancing
1.
per Ascension Parish School Board policy. Masks are to be worn for the entirety of the game.
All right, Cameron Plant's back on the mound for his 4th inning of work.
Leading off this inning for the Blue Jays, catcher number 4, Zach Casaban.
Score tied at 1.
this shit kind of thing is stressful.
Yeah, for real.
And the first pitch to the leadoff batter here in the top of the 4th. Plant throws him a curveball. He bunts. Foul. The 0-1.
I mean, they're trying to get summer going.
It's good. A good pitch to throw to a guy that's going to high speed.
And that ball is fouled back.
Get him up.
No balls, 2 strikes.
I wonder how fast he's going.
To the catcher for the Blue Jays, leading off here in the top of the 4th inning.
Yeah.
Launch to wind up in the pitch. Ball 1 outside. 1 ball, 2 strikes.
I'm going to go back to
The Blue Jay catcher leading off here in the top of the 4th inning. Ball 2.
Can't lose him
The 2-2 count. And that ball's hit right up the middle, base hit. Poirier over, gets it back in the field to play.
Now batting left fielder number 7, Trip Haddad.
So 1 on, leadoff single for the Blue Jay catcher here in the top of the 4th inning. And it's pretty certain he's going to square around the bunt.
Number 10.
Oh, well, too late.
Damn, I have 0-2. He's still.
Nope, he hits
It's gone.
he hits one deep and it's gone. A 2-run homer. And that was far from a bunt. I wish he would have bunt. It's gonna make the score 3-1.
We're gonna have to score more than one anyway.
Now batting first baseman number 24, Holden Hess.
We're gonna have to score more than one anyway, so.
Yep. All right. Top of the fourth. Blue Jays up 3-1. Foul straight back. That ball's hit the bourgeois short. Comes up. Not in time. The error, and he's running to second base. Another error for the Gators.
Now batting right
Allowing
field
that
number
runner
9,
to
Joel
advance to
Terry.
second base. We got a couple Gator pitchers warming up. No outs here in the top of the fourth. 2 across already for the Blue Jays. And he's bunting, and it's foul. No balls, 1 strike. Runner at second. Nobody out.
Y'all announced Pastela's done. It was sponsored by Beerons.
Alright.
Right. Cooked by Mr. Roddy.
Alright.
Anybody can get any close to that screen with my glasses or
Get out of here, Cheatwood.
tell me to get out of here.
Foul back. That's going to bring the count to 0-2.
No, they played last night. 2 last night.
No outs, runner on second. Top of the fourth. Blue Jays up 3-1.
I guess they can get the air fixed on.
Did try. But it was on last night though, so I don't know.
That ball's hit in the center field. Poirier comes up, makes a play for the first out of the inning.
Now batting designated hitter number 17, Luke Brandow.
Oh my.
Brenda.
All right, go ahead and announce
Man, we know what you're going to do for the rest of your life.
1 out, 1 on. Top of the fourth. Gators down 3-1. We got double barrel action down in the Gator bullpen.
So who's warming up?
Can't see.
They got got that Hawaiian dude and
You see his name 3 times fast.
I don't know how
Hot year.
it is.
The 1-0. 2 balls, no strikes.
Oh, yeah, what that place we put one unit right here, look.
That's what they had.
That's what you need to put back in there. Them split units.
Yeah.
Some freaking China made crap up here.
Come on,
Ball 3.
Jesuit won't really be as bad. Get the double play. Yeah, for real.
Sloppy. There you go.
Call strike 1. 3 balls, 1 strike. 1 out, 1 on. Top of the fourth. Blue Jays up 3-1. And swing and a miss. For strike 2. That's going to run the count full.
I'll throw change up.
3 balls, 2 strikes, 1 out, 1 on. Pitch from Plotch.
Got it.
Cost. Oh, it hit him. Dead ball. So ball 4 or hit by
Now
pitch,
batting
either
second
way.
base number 3,
It's
Cameron
going to
DeRoche.
put 2 on for the Blue Jays. Runners at first and second with 1 out. Here in the top of the 4th inning.
I wouldn't be surprised if they tried to do like a double steal or something. Nice.
Call strike 1 on the curveball by Plotch. That would be great.
Nice.
Call strike 2.
Hey, he's on time.
Oh, I can reset that song more. I ain't heard the compressor kick on yet.
No balls, 2 strikes, 1 out. Top of the 4th, 2 on for the Blue Jays. And the 0-2. Swing and a miss, strike 3.
I'll get this guy.
2 outs now here.
Now batting center fielder number 11, Hayden Morris.
Still ain't saying nothing about the tossing line. You gonna wait till inning though?
Yeah, that's
I'm just messing with you. Don't take anything I say serious, really.
2 outs, 2 on. Runner. Fake the runner back to second base.
Nice. Oh, there. He catches that. That's a strike.
Ball 1 on the outer half. 1 ball, no strikes. 2 on, 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Blue Jays with a 3-1 advantage on a 2-run home run. And that ball's hit in the left field.
Hit it.
LaBeouf comes up, throws cut off, and that's going to load the bases.
Now batting shortstop number 1, Colin Loop.
The bases loaded, 2 outs.
Definitely don't want the 3 and 4 man coming up.
Mm-mm.
That would be tough.
Call strike 1. Ball 1. Even to count at 1-1. Bases full of Blue Jays. 2 outs. Top of the 4th. Jesuit up 3-1. And that ball's grounded to second base. Denton over to first. Not in time, and that's going to score a run. Oh, caught him out.
Wait a minute.
But the run scores.
Was that a force?
Oh, shoot.
Yeah, the run still scored.
Okay.
Oh, wait, hold on. I just, sponsored by Veron.
Veron.
And we go to the
Ladies and gentlemen, our famous pastelaia, sponsored by Veron Sausage, is ready and now ready to be sold at the concession stands.
think this dude's
Denton leading off for the Gators here in the bottom of the fourth. Gators down 4-1. Foul back. That'll run the count 2 balls. 1 strike. That ball's hit in the right center gap.
That's down.
It's going to get down.
That's a double.
It's going to hit the bottom of the wall.
You go three. Go three, boy.
Well, you better run.
Get down. You
Oh,
good.
that's way over. Go home.
Lead off triple.
Lead off triple for Josh Denton.
Let dude stroke it.
Now that's number 8, Alex Davis.
My little niece.
Babbitt.
Yeah.
So
Yeah, there she is.
a lead off triple for Denton.
Good mess with you.
Alex Abair to play for the Gators, trying to get some runs across.
Come on, get a screwdriver. I'm about to fix this piece.
And the pitch,
Dude, that's
and it's grounded to short. And that's gonna score the run. Abair's retired at first base for 1 out. Had to push a run across for the Gators, making it 4-2.
Now
That's gonna bring up Braden Kerrigan to the plate. Kerrigan had to play for the Gators, 1 out, 1 across. Ball downstairs. Gators could use a rally right here, 4-2. Down 4-2. Call strike 1. That'll even the count at 1-1. One ball, 1 strike, 1 out, and that ball's hit to a mile high, shallow center field.